thinking Kuro is gonna play it, but if Jarex does as well, then I know he's also a very good Rubik player.
Final pick from Secret. It's the Envy Terrorblade, Waga. We are going to be in for a Terrorblade versus Alchemist final game.
Man, Terrorblade's gonna be great against all those melees too. Whenever he drops the reflection, it's gonna hit so many people. The value on this slow is gonna be really good. And if Alchemist gets a Radiance, that's also gonna against them.
Is there anything to say, though, for Liquid's lineup where it does feel like they need time to build up? Because it does seem pretty greedy. Or do you think they have the capability of being able to take fights and skirmishes early on? Because I look at Secret's lineup, and I could see an Ogre moving around, causing some trouble. I could see Mirana making some movements, too. Even
Liquid are definitely greedy, and they do not have very good answers to Terrorblade. I think this Terrorblade was a great last pickup. All the armor he has, with the Frost armor as well, and then the Illusion army that there's really not that much against. Acid Spray, Fade Bolt, and the Elder Titan spells. That's really all you have. And indeed, it's going to be Jarex on the Rubik.
All right, we get out and underway here. We'll fly through some of the introductions as we get the early TP for Kuro to get some boarding advantage in the lane. To remind everyone what's at cost here for this final game of the group stage. Liquid need this win to go into a tiebreaker situation against MVP, where they will battle it out for an upper bracket spot, the last upper bracket spot. But if Liquid are to lose this game, then we have no tiebreakers. And Secret and Liquid just both hold hands in the lower bracket.
Yeah, Secret took the first game. That was really crucial for them, getting that win. They need the 2-0.
Really important for them. Full 5-man smoke movement from Secret already. Heading up and around, Matama Man spinning around in circles, spinning and spinning and spinning, but he doesn't know his trouble's approaching right from behind.
Yeah, getting closer. He walks into them.
Sees it now. The Ignite's going to fly out. Puppy should be able to move in. Hasn't leveled anything up yet because you want to keep sacrifice, but can they line up the shot? The arrow flies. Oh, he sidesteps it right there at the last second.
And everyone gives up immediately. It's like, you missed. You missed.
You missed, Bulba. In case you didn't know, you missed. Good luck next time.
Man.
Yeah, he did a good job. He tried to line it over the tree so it kind of come in at a blind angle, but Matama Man was clicking quick and his trigger finger was ready to sidestep and he got it out. So
interesting to see Bulba playing the Mirana as well in this game. Every time that Secret has played the Mirana previously in this TI, it's been on Envy and RTZ. They just used it a lot. They've been drafting it a lot. And this time, gotta pick it up on the offlaner.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Mind control with the bull.
I'm looking up here. I'm like, mind control. He's yellow, but he's on Dire side. What am I looking at here? But he's actually taking the creeps on a conga line adventure elsewhere, it would appear. Is he gonna do that strat? We saw that strat earlier when he brought to the mid lane.
Yeah, the TNC thing. I don't think he's gonna do that.
TNC had
there was the moment where TNC's offlaner brought a full creep wave on level 1 to Cuckoo on the storm mid. Yes. It was strange, but it wasn't necessarily bad. I think it's better what he's doing now though on mind control, just gonna farm away.
I don't think Liquid's ready for that strat yet, is the thing. So
maybe TI7.
Maybe TI7. They head their way back up and over, and we'll go right back into work here, and we're gonna have to see, because based on paper, it does look pretty damn promising for Secret. But I wonder if, the Bulba Mirana, if it was something that they were intending on doing from the get-go, or if it's something they just had to kind of pull out as an audible or not. But nonetheless, it's paired together with Puppy's Lich, and in the meantime, Bulba's going to be content with just finding some easy CS.
Yeah, he's going to be happy down here with the help of Puppy, of course, getting those denies out on the range creeps. Gonna make it a little bit hard for this lifestealer of Matuma Man to get a lot of farm. It's never fun to lane against a Lich like this.
Do you know what is the percent of XP that range creep holds from the whole wave? It's something pretty high. I don't mean to put you on the spot for knowing the exact number.
I think it holds roughly 45% or 40% of the total experience. Yeah. I think it's something like that.
It's he pops a big XP bomb right there. So if he's able to remove that from the field, that is rough for Liquid. And Matama Man is going to have to, it's like nearly 2 waves to make up for it. So tough times. And now the wave moving far forward, Secret are going to be very happy that it's pulled all the way back under the tower.
Exactly. That's the effect that you get from a Lich. You can just safely farm under your tower for such a big part of the laning stage.
And then what Bulba does is he goes off to the camp, farms that on his own, and lets Puppy take all the solo XP too.
Piladai threatening his ogre brother on the mid lane. He's like, come here, I just want to punch you.
Father doesn't want any of it. Turns the corner and walks back and away, and Pi will just kind of continue his passing here. And around the corner and come back again, possibly. Really trying to be a pain in the arse right here for Fatah. And it forces him back. I mean, he's not going to be involved at all, and Envy just gets all the free farm in the mid lane here. He's 12-3 to Alk 7-0. Doubling up now.
Yeah, doing really well. And yeah, just double checked. So you made me feel bad not knowing straight off, but it's 90 experience, of course, for the range creep. And
90?
90 experience per range creep and 45 per melee creep. So it's 135 versus 90.
Wow.
It's a big chunk of experience being removed. And it's not just that, it goes towards the Lich as well. He's getting experience for every deny he does. Nasty little mechanic.
Fun pub hero for newer support players if they want someone that's pretty autopilot. I think Lich is probably one of my top candidates to recommend. But here, the top man will kind of make the most of the situation as it is, and Jerix has made his own rotation to kind of assist Fata, it looks like, in the meantime, because Paladai continues to hang around.
I love Paladai. He's doing exactly what we mentioned in the draft. He can just sit on the high ground. No one can do anything to him, because he's an ogre, and yeah, you don't really mess with him. Just run wherever he wants to, gonna control some runes, protect some ganks.
Yep. Now what about for this top lane matchup though? Arteezy's Timber taking a Mind Control's Faceless Void here.
It's sort of a wash. I think both of them should be able to farm really well, and I don't know, I guess you're happy if you want to get momentum on Arteezy. Nothing is stopping him from getting a very good Bloodstone timing. At the same time, a farmed Void from this position, he's going to be more of the carry than the Lifestealer at the rate that the game is going, especially with that Solar Experience being level 5 already.
Yeah. Void just getting so much. Could look to put a Chrono to work right away here, and you know, it is a greedy lineup overall from Liquid, but that would be a tool to come online sooner and maybe open up some options for them to go on the offensive. Speaking of which, they seem to have caught out a Puppy Lich here. Hit him up with a stomp, but that may be the end of it. Or not. Jerix happens to TP in, smacks him in the face with a Fade Bolt, pulls him back with the Telekinesis, and then we're going to be able to get the burst. Turtle picks up that kill and picks up the first blood for Team Liquid.
Yeah, clutch little TP there, and Puppy gets the note that he's not an ogre. He will die.
He is a frail, tiny, undead-looking, chilly skeleton, man.
Yeah, he just wants to sit on the lane. You don't really want to move around too much like this. Even though he has a ward on him, it's really just better if they can try and let Paladai do dirty work in the beginning, and he just makes sure that bottom lane is auto-won. As a Lich, you want to avoid moving as much as possible.
And he will sit tight back at this bottom lane, joining Bulba in the meantime as he continues to farm up nicely on his Mirana, trying to match up at least as best as possible with Mind Control, continues to kind of have his one-on-one spree. But, you know, as expected, Liquid are kind of with their hands tied to be more reactionary than more pro-action.
And we might see the same thing again as DC were doing in one of the games yesterday, where this top lane Timbersaw is just gonna free farm a lot in the early game, and then he can switch down to bottom lane and say, hello Lifestealer, I am level 7 or 8, you know, on the Timbersaw, and he can just take over that lane. So I'm definitely expecting Bulba to be making a switch top and Timbersaw to making a switch bottom eventually. It's just a matter of when are they gonna do this switch.
And Matamaman having to, for the most part, split up the lane between the two others. You know, he's been lagging a little bit in the XP, but not doing too shabby, actually. I mean, 5 at a little over 5 minutes in for being in what felt like a natural tri-lane. Yeah, too shabby.
And Lifestealer is pretty self-sufficient on the lane here. He can take care of himself in terms of HP for the most part. But Bulba is trying to harass him whenever, and he has mana boots already on this Mirana, so they want to give some harass here.
Oh, okay, here they come. Paladai, bottom lane, joins up his comrades and hopes to make it a go, but Kuro is out the back door. We'll drop out the Spirit instead. So his team moves and shifts, but Fata will spot this one as the Spirit continues to stalk him a bit.
They're just looking for Fata and his farm in the jungle here. Gonna drop down a ward, and of course coming to contest is Bulba.
Yeah, they want this Alchemist to kind of continue to bring in a bunch of money here on the side. Lift, throw back on high. Bulba is gonna find the shot. Will with set up with the Fire Blast. Makes it a lot easier. Move in with the Ignite and the Starstorm, and that's going to easily do the job. Jerix will fall, and Secret will match things up evenly, 1-1.
Yeah, that was a lot of time committed, though, for core Mirana to walk into the jungle here. And, of course, Lifestealer has been farming up a lot. Gonna hit level 6 now and trying to infest, get some HP back, and he'll be full.
It's pretty nice. Arrow to snipe down a creep from Bulba.
This is very concerning, though. We haven't really mentioned too much, but Envy, 49 for 27. He's been shutting this mid lane down really hard.
Yeah, he's going crazy here. Fata's trying to make up for it by doing some farm on the side and hopes to move and be a part of some of this bounty rune action, but it has really been all envy. With the influence that Pi has made in the early mid lane too, it's very, very difficult.
It's just that he doesn't take any damage at all from the acid spray. He has right now 21 armor on this Terrorblade. He's getting the frost armor from his teammates, and then he's a Terrorblade. That also helps. Fata just has to try and find something on the side, really. But he's maxing Greevil's Greaves, so...
Making a stack, and Pi's like, you making a stack? No, you're not.
Oh, but he doesn't really want to tank it, so...
Yeah,
he broke it.
Okay, it did end up breaking. But that has got to be a big briefing here. Fata, when he's like, I'm just trying to find a home and a place to kind of work out, and Envy's just going to end up being a problem brewing here in the back lines of Secret.
Seems to always be that way when you play Alchemist. People just don't want to let you farm. It's really strange how that works out.
If they let him farm, I think they end up losing. That's usually what happens. So maybe stop that happening.
And here's Piladai saying hi to
Stop that. I don't want to lose. I'm going to stop you from farming.
Yeah. I'll just say hi to you. But it's a little bit deep. He doesn't want to stick around there because mind control's swinging in, and he saw that with his ward, so definitely don't want to get Chronosphered that far away from your friends.
How much kill potential does Liquid have with this Chrono now?
Quite a bit, in fact. I think it's all coming down to whether Lifesteal is able to walk in and kill stuff with his right clicks as well. Level 3 Rage, he hits pretty hard.
Oh, top lane. Kuro TP's up there. RTZ tries to jump at him a bit, but doesn't quite catch him.
Yeah, and RTZ is, of course, fully free-farmed. The two farmer brothers of Secret, right? RTZ and Envy.
Yep.
They're having a good day, both of them.
And I don't know if one Matumament Lifestealer is going to be enough to handle both of them while Fawcett tries to play a bit catch-up.
It's hard when you're laning against a Lich as well. How are you really going to carry against that? It's more about the Void and about the Alchemists. They all need to get something.
It really feels like a 3-lane success right now for Secret as things are going.
Oh, Kuroki. Are they going to go on him?
They're thinking about it here. Puppy and Pi smoked up, supports and arms here, looking to put some hate on maybe a fellow teammate, or a former teammate rather.
Yeah.
I think they could do it.
He deserves it. Let's go, buddies.
They're thinking about it. There they go. Ignite's going to be flying out first. Then they get him with the Fire Blast. Timber changes on forward. Puppy hits him with the Frost Nova. And then Arteezy comes in and slices them all up and serves them up for lunch.
Yeah, he'll get that kill. And Envy now making a switch for top lane. He's going to say hi to this tower. Terrorblade.
It will not be a very long greeting because in that form, being that big, I mean, Bloodlust too. Look at that thing.
Bloodlust, Ice Armor.
Looks like it belongs in World of Warcraft. It's ridiculous. It's huge.
He is quite massive.
They get tier 1, they walk on out. Things looking very, very good for Secret at the start of this one.
And in fact, Piladai gets to recover some experience as well in the mid lane here. There's no mid laners to take the experience. Okay, that's time for Ogre.
Yeah, push them close to being able to get that level 6, get that multi-cast to Gummin.
Yeah.
And pump out some more points into Bloodlust, I'm sure, too.
Of course, the max Bloodlust into max Ignites. The same build that everyone's really doing on Ogre.
Yep.
Just about making your course get that much stronger.
Nice rock, very nice, and making a discount in the price of that Bloodlust has certainly changed up the build a bit.
Yeah, it's being used a lot. The 50 mana cost is so easy to just keep spamming. And we might see a little bit of a smoke? No. A smoke movement here by Secret, just grouping up a little bit.
But Mind Control is Invis hanging around this mid lane. A couple NV Terrorblades here. Approach, finally the real one shows himself, and there should be the Chrono. Quick Moonlight Shadow does fly out. Do they have the detection? It might not be necessary to get the stop, and a quick Sunder saps the life right back from Kuro. And Envy, though, is still in trouble. Trying to run back away, get to the people, and then they make their move. Mind Control will pick up the last hit. Arrow flies, but only catches a creep. Secret will quickly drop 2.
The fact that they killed him through the Thunder to full HP was pretty impressive. They got a lot of damage when they close down on someone like that. It's just speaks about how effective Liquid can be. That was before they even get that many items. They did have the double armor though. A bit.
This guy's here. He's looking to go right for the Elder Titan. Can he take out the blue cow? He's going for it. He got it. Timber chains right on through, but Supplement's here now. TZ stunned up, but he gets what he needs and he gets out.
Yeah. Jarrett's with a pretty good steal as well, getting the Timber chain for Rubik. Can definitely help set up some ganks. That's a very good mobility spell right there for Rubik.
Oh, absolutely.
And
insta-cast, sure.
Pretty much good as money for Arcane Boots as well. Bottom tower being pressured a lot here by Boba.
So is top too, though. I mean, Mind Control's knocking away at this tier 1.
Yep.
So it looks like it could be a trade.
And I think Secret, they just want to get the tower stuff done so that they can fall back and farm up their ancients. Of course, Fata is stacking and farming ancients as well as the Alchemist.
Mind Control TP away a little bit, but yeah, time walk TP, and Arteezy will have nothing to say in the matter, but he will save his tier 1 for now.
That will be just fine. That is in fact a 5 stack on the Dire Ancient, so there's a lot of money to clear out.
Kuro was hit with the Ignite and a Fire Blast, and Puppy says let's go for the chain arrow. Just off the mark, Kuro very low, and they stole the chain and send it right back their way. What a play from Jarek!
I told you, man, watch out for his Rubik. He's a sneaky one.
He crept right in there and just stole that under the nose of Secret and sent it right back in their face.
Well, it really helped for him as well. He could just get that close, get early with that Chain Frost as he had the Timber Chain to get close as well. He really set this up for himself. And Secret overestimate their potential. Didn't even get the kill as well. Kuroki just walked away.
Arrow almost got him, but was not quite enough. Highlight Die, I mean, he was the one to lead it off, but with just the casual 1 level of Fire Blast as we expected, he doesn't really offer too much burst at the moment, so...
And again, this is a little bit reminding me about the previous game. You said that it was a little bit cautious from Liquid to Secret and the other way around as well. Yes, that was a very aggressive move by the supports, but both these teams are kind of focusing on themselves the most.
Yeah.
One little smoke coming out here again, though, from Secret. Just trying to create space, maybe, as the Terrorblade could go for the stack. Doesn't have meta, though.
Dire's top tower.
That Rubik still also holds the Chain Frost, and he could nurse it all the way till it's off cooldown to have it again for a future fight, but...
He could, unless his Alchemist gets dove on the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that a fight could be coming to him before he would like, in the form of a movement from behind, but Liquid is up and on the other side too here, Waga. So we could see a clash from both fronts. Actually, it's already Liquid trying to make a move, maybe for Bulba. Bulba going to be forced to pull out the Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, with the Infested Void, that's pretty powerful as well.
Yep.
They're going in, but just illusions. Oh, they've been spotted. The Sentry Ward on mid, they see them.
Okay, Arteezy's running forward. Are Liquid going to be ready for this? They look to just totally pull back.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
they
tower
know
is
exactly
under
what's
attack.
coming. They're just going to run away. Good wards down by Liquid.
This means that they could come in from a different
Radiant's
angle here, and the
bottom
Secret
tower is
get
under
a bit
attack.
too careless in the mid lane. Could get caught,
Oh,
potentially
from
from behind. Mind Control looking for the setup, makes his move, they pop it out, and they look to go for Pi. Meanwhile, the rest of the company, including Bakakuro and Jarek, look to make a move possible for Arteezy, but no, it's Arteezy actually, who turns around and shreds up Bata. Mind Control gets a nice 3-man connection, and they dish out the offensive Chain Frost between the 3, but they quickly dealt the split and avoid the trouble. A new Chain Frost flies out, this one from Puppy, but it does not do a whole lot of work. Meanwhile, Jarek gets hit with a Timber Chain and walks away with one of his own, and that's all going to be just for the tier 1. Vata's the only one to drop after everything is said and done.
And just one hero going down, and Envy here moving in for the Ancient, stealing this away from the Alchemist. This is a big dent.
Stomps there from Kuro, hoping to save as much of money as he can.
Yeah, a little bit scared of the jump, of course. Man, just these team fights before you have time dilation, though, is really, really hard to take. Mind Control really needs 1 point in it.
And he needs to time walk away there as he gets hit with a couple of shots coming in. Jarek needs one more shot. Arteezy gets the Timber Chain.
Goes down, and that's a second Bloodstone charge added to this full, fresh Bloodstone.
He charges now, he picks it up, well, he gets some blood right on it. And with that, Secret takes some momentum right back. They've been very back and forth to this point, but
they don't have meta, so I think they're gonna just back out and take it a little bit easy. They have so much to recover and fall back on as well. But doesn't mean that the Timbersaw and the Ogre Magi have to fall back. They can keep playing like this, enemy territory.
Yeah, let some of the others continue the farm. I know Bulba would love to finish off his Agnum Scepter. He's just one component away from that. On the other side, Mind Control, who's actually spotted out Puppy. This is the first hit back.
Oh my God.
Back. Get one more because, you know, why not? Oh, he's not going to get it, though.
He was thinking about jumping after him, but that would be a mistake.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Didn't have the Chain Frost ready as well to do the
cancel.
cancel and stuff.
So, just Mind Control letting Secret know that he's hanging out on their turf and will step out and away. And Liquid back into the grind, but still not in the position they were hoping to be in here, Waga. As any casual Alchemist game, we always expect to see them there at the top of the net worth with a bar that seems far and hard to catch up with. In this case, he's third in net worth and barely edging his way up to second.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And you always see it, of course.
Matamaman top lane's in some possible trouble here. Arteezy's been 1v1ing him, and then Matamaman actually turns it back after he pops out the rage.
Hey, he's gonna get away just fine on Arteezy, but a lot of rotations were forced to try and catch him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Puppy under the back end of that Moonlight Shadow.
Bulba as well, looking for Fata.
Pops out the chain frost between the creeps, hits him twice. Fata is able to get off the stun. Puts it on the Bulba. Chrono going to be committed for the Puppy support here. Bulba steps in to try to help out. Maybe the end of it here.
Yeah, not much more gonna happen. A lot of spells being used, but nothing really dying.
Chrono
Meanwhile,
for not killing
though,
a Lich.
yeah, meanwhile though, look at Envy. He's cleared up the entire 5 stack on the Ancients. That's a ton of money going his way.
2,200 gold. He already has his Dragonlance. He already has his Yasha. He is becoming a tyrant.
Really is. And we all know what Terrorblade is like when he gets some farm.
Yeah.
They don't have the best heroes to clear his solutions as well.
Hero migrating around this mid lane. Walked through his sentry, but I don't think the vision was there by Secret to spot him.
No, not quite, I believe.
So he just moves on through and all the way over to yonder. But
probably not gonna find much more. Just gonna scout out the Roshan here and see that he's up and well, doing just fine. No one killing him just yet. Bulba has the full Aghanim Scepter now on the Murano though. Secret wanna take a fight with us.
Secret and their item progression is just looking so damn wonderful. I can't help but fear for Liquid at this moment, Waga, and what they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
And they have to wait longer, too, because they already had committed that Chrono for that attempted kill, I suppose, onto the Lich, so...
They are close to a Desolator on Lifestealer. I think that's going to be one of their big timings right now, especially with the Vladimirs they have completed on the Void. That's going to mean he's kind of a monster, but other than that, they just need the Radiance. 1,000 gold away. Alchemist needs to keep farming a little bit more.
Yeah, and then, you know, the next step after that, you get the Manta, you get the Octarine Core.
He's not done just yet,
you know,
is he?
He's got lots of steps ahead of him in order to even help be able to kind of relieve the pressure. But if Secret have any say in the matter, they're going to want to bulk up and make a push before he can even get that close.
I definitely believe so.
I mean, what do you think about the comparison timings? I know given that Envy has been getting much more farm this game in particular as opposed to Fata, but is it typical for the Terrorblade to be able to come online this much sooner than the Alchemist?
I just think Alchemist didn't have the easiest time mid. It was just the Ogre Magi, the pressure it was under, and Terrorblade does outlast hit the Alchemist really hard. Alchemist doesn't have the best last hit to begin with, and the Acid Spray normally keeps him safe, so he can last it. But Terrorblade starts with 10 armor. He does not care about that physical damage.
And now Secret are looking to make a move for the tier 2. Liquid are nearby, but really don't have too much to say in the matter. In fact, they might need to just get the hell back to avoid trouble from Arteezy here. And they will pull off. That's tier 2 going down. Liquid only hold on to 2 more towers on the outskirts here before they're stuck possibly in the dark. Making the most of the map elsewhere, though, is the common man trying to at least split the pressure and delay things out as much as possible for himself or the Alk to farm up. But Secret, they're just going down that checklist, man.
Oh, yeah.
By the time they get to the bottom part says win the game. So
yeah, all their cores are really coming online nicely. It kind of feels like the 3-core versus 2-core kind of matchup as well, where the Void just doesn't have enough farm right now. He's been going for a lot of these kill attempts that they didn't work out. Bulba. Looking for Kuro.
Is under attack.
But didn't really connect enough.
It looks like they'll take this moment to move in for the road. Secret figure that if Liquid aren't comfortable yet taking a fight, and their best chance would maybe a fight coming to them. But I wager they'll be able to do this, and Liquid are...
The DD rune.
Yeah, we'll go elsewhere. Yeah, how nice. A DD rune once again right by that Roche pit certainly makes things a lot easier.
To be fair, Liquid did get that in the first game of the series as well. They had the DD served right in front of them with the instant Roche respawn.
That's right.
This time it's going to be Secret getting the
and it's going to be Arteezy who picks it up. He also recently did grab that Lotus Orb too. So in addition to obviously being able to purge off whatever's necessary, he gets the armor bonus to match up against the Elder Titan.
I feel it's a great item this game for sure.
Yeah, wonderful value pickup.
I mean, there's even a possibility of Jerax maybe messing up with a Lich ulti or something like that. That's just a possibility for devastation if that was to happen. And they have a smoke now on the mid lane, Secret. But it's just the 2 supports. I think they need to pair up with Bulba if they want to fight. And he's like, I just need a little bit of money for Blink, guys. But we'll see if they're going to go or not.
Yeah, because
thinking about it.
They don't have to worry about too much elsewhere here. Liquid's farming their own way up in this top lane, but Arteezy is happy to guard out and keep these lanes pushed off. Secret don't need too much resources at the moment to kind of fend off Liquid with where they are.
Well, even if they were to go on Arteezy right now as well, he has that Aegis, so they can't really commit that. Oh, my control.
They actually commit in with the Moonlight Shadows. They spotted out the Faceless Void. He's going to make a valiant jump over the other side, but look who's waiting for him. Oh, the mighty Dark Lord. But he is getting caught under the Chrono. A defensive one from My Control as he retreats backing out. While on the other side, Kuro lays down the Earth Spitter. A response is going to be the Chain Frost onto Jarex, who will be taken out first.
Very good kill in the end there for them. A lot of stuff being used though. But with the Chrono and the Earth Spitter gone, I think it's pushing time.
Here comes the Liquid. He begins to go to work now on the tier 2, and Liquid face being in the lower bracket if they can't slow the momentum here from Secret.
Secret just really going for it, and they cannot take the fight outside of the base. Right now, you just gotta keep farming. If you look to Matumba Man, he knows what's up. Just keep farming the creeps.
Just farm and just know that the inevitable could be coming, where you're gonna have to high ground defend. You're gonna want as many tools as possible to work with here.
All the items you can get, really.
All of the items. Anything. And one more tier 2 to work with there in the top lane.
Travel for Arteezy now on his Timbersaw, looking really set as well. 12,800 gold on the Terrorblade, 12,000 on the Timbersaw. Alchemist being behind in net worth to any hero is never a good thing. Being behind 2 enemies, that is not a good sign.
No, it is not. Envy's next item grab is actually going to be a Diffusal Blade now. So, more purge capabilities, more just raw damage for him, and also that Blink Dagger and Boba also going to be snagged up here. More good things coming their way. Back at mid lane, we have Arteezy casually keeping the pressure on Liquid.
Yeah, they're just forcing them to play from their base or close to the towers at all times, while Secret are making more use of the map. Envy farming Ancients, they have Bulldogs doing creep waves. It just makes them get more and more money flowing in. And that's why we see the net worth, it just keeps going their way.
Secret have applied this kind of pressure on many teams in the past. Feel kind of right at home being in this position.
It has to be a pretty good feeling as well after so many tough games to have this sensation that you're in control of the game and you can keep having it your way.
Much like Burger King.
Much like that. Not that we're working with him.
Down at bottom, Bulba. You know, he's... For not having to see him play the Mirana in quite a while, he's been doing alright. Not as flashy as some of the other Secret members, I'd have to say, but job's done. Quick to react with the Moonlight Shadow.
Oh yeah.
Set up, arrow. And he actually connects with this one. And a reverse Caster's Curse possibly here, Waga. But My Control will be able to time walk away. The Bulba's not done yet. He actually forces out the Chrono. Meanwhile, Puppy goes down, but Tumbleman's able to get the snipe on Little Lich there in the mid lane.
He found 2 supports, and Lifestealer definitely shreds them really quick, but here comes the cavalry.
Arrows
Bounty block,
Arteezy. Smell my Timbersaw ass is all he says. He's not going to allow him to pass whatsoever and just bulldozes right on forward into the base. He is seriously a mech right here.
And he's just chasing in. He knows he has so much armor to work with. He can't really be brought down by the towers alone.
Radiant's middle tower is under
this
attack.
is the push coming here from Envy. So much agility now. The diffuse what? Jesus, the damage.
Arrow to fly out is so much work, and that is quickly going to be a tier 3. Secret know that even with the win here, it's not going to get him in the upper bracket, but it will get him into a better position. For Liquid, seeing this one go down means they go down into that lower bracket and into the scary best of 1.
Yeah, nice stomp here coming in, but they can't really commit as they don't have Lifestealer. Gotta just sit back. Potential to making an aggressive play, but Secret are gonna play it safe, back out. Very good choice. They already did a lot of structural damage there.
Oh yeah. That is money in the pocket for the rest of them too.
And very intimidating seeing that Terrorblade deal that much damage in no time at all. He is getting real farmed.
And just accept the fact that when he comes back to do it again, he'll probably have another new item to make him even more scary.
Yeah, just a Scotty or something along those lines. Yeah. It's gonna be great fun.
What do Liquid do, man?
I think they need to be the ones making the aggressive moves, but they don't have the best stuff to throw into a Chronosphere. Honestly, it just comes back to they have a kind of wonky draft. I mentioned it during the drafting phase, I still feel it. This quad melee
with the Chrono.
Yeah, you have 4 melee heroes, and only one of them can actually move into the Chronosphere. The rest of them have to somehow do stuff outside of it. I don't know, man. It's not easy to execute. I want to say they should just go and gank, but I don't know who should be going and ganking. I guess the Chakram Rubik is the best damage they have right now, with the Lifestealer, of course, for the physical. But, yeah. right now they just gotta keep farming, I think. Which is really a sad spot.
Alk finally gets his position at the top of the net worth where, you know, you hope he's at sooner and holding longer and with a much bigger difference, but he's only barely able to etch up there now thanks to the Greevil's greed.
Yeah, and he won't have enough to really stop a Terrorblade if he doesn't rack up a lot, and he needs the help from Void and Lifestealer.
And do you have to itemize appropriately? Do you get something like a Mjolnir at some point just to help with the ridiculous amount of illusions?
Mjolnir would be really good, but you don't make yourself tankier when you buy Mjolnir as well. And these illusions hurt mid lane. Might see a goal here, but Pilot Eye sticking far back. Eye has always has also started building into the Aghanims on this Ogre. Very close, in fact. He's just needing 1,050 gold.
Doesn't even want to finish out an Ether Lens. He just wants to go right for the juicy stuff, the secondary blast.
Pi knows how to play that poor life, you know, the position 6 stuff. He knows how to make the most out of very little gold.
Top lane, are we having a trade here, Pata? Looks like he's able to TP away from the trouble of Arteezy ball. Back at mid lane, looks like My Control will be able to snack up a bounty rune and vaults back over. Ooh, don't head that way. Gotta be careful.
Liquid trying to just get some grasp on the map, but has to be careful at the same time because Bulba is just sneaking around in their jungle at all times. And if he ever lands an arrow and flies in, there's a lot of heroes that just instant die. We even saw the Void lose so much of his HP. Let's see how Liquid can crawl their way back into this game.
There is a way to crawl back. We'll have to see. It's going to be tricky. Secret's still nursing their time a bit. It looks like they're keeping tabs on the Roche pit here, looking to kind of take the safer road. You can't really blame them being a final game of the group stage.
Ryan, know the comeback. There's only one comeback in this game. They need to pull an Aghanims to Jarex, get that 2-second cooldown on spell steal.
Oh yeah. And
just carry the game.
Yep.
It's actually a 2-second cooldown even on the lowest level, so it doesn't matter what level the Rubik is, as long as he has the mana to sustain it. Oh well. We'll see. Miranda Invis popping here. See if they can go on Matumbaman. Seems to have been their target, but he's running away.
But he's running up.
Oh, he's sticking
and he's
around.
Still there.
Ogre, where are you? Pi, what are you doing?
Oh, they changed their mind and just completely pull off.
Pi didn't feel it, man. He just hung back a little bit. He didn't want to walk in there. He's like, I don't have Force Staff and stuff. I don't want to walk there.
They're like, maybe that would have been too easy, so we'll just let him go. Pull back and away here. And
it's just Secret respecting Liquid, actually, though. They know that if they make a mistake here, they could definitely lose. But Envy, now with that Assault Cuirass, is looking really strong. The double damage again. Could go for a bottom tier push if he wants to, but see if Secret quickly make that choice.
Liquid currently making their own advancement. It's up on Secret's side as they migrate down and through this mid lane. But eventually they are going to have to deal with the approach from Secret. They've been waiting quite a while, but it looks like they have decided on what they want to do, and it's possibly a push down through this bottom lane. Always circling and hanging around this Roche pit, though. It looks like they could be just kind of sneaking in for that eventually. Liquid
have been spotted by the ward there by Secret, and as they don't have Timsaw right there, be a little bit careful, but he can always travel in. He's coming. Alright, seems like Quid are gonna fall back a little bit.
Time though, it's time for them to kind of keep moving back and forth here, and not time to focus really on the farm at hand.
Now with the smoke, they tried to go, but I wonder if they're going to be able to catch anyone. Kuro seems to be in danger.
Okay, Kuro walks down the hit and then quickly sees that there's Secret all over the place, and he goes down just as fast as he walked in. He's going to be out now for about 37 seconds without a buyback here.
Yeah, and bottom lane is available to be pushed in here as Secrets. They all start moving there, apart from Envy who's going in on mid, but yeah, there should be backdoor region, and there is.
Yep.
Dota still works.
Dota does still work. Creep wave is pretty far behind, but there they make the move in.
Now it's gone though. Bottom reach.
Cliff comes out, but it's not going to stop everything here. The firepower does continue as they make their move in.
Oh god,
Fracture's in trouble. Liquid can't stop it. It's going to be a hard hit for him to recover from, and they just got to take it.
Yeah, and Secret can just back out and take Roshan right now. Liquid are playing very scared, but honestly, they don't have many tools to work with. I just feel they massively outdrafted themselves in this one. It looks so hard, especially as the Void went down for the initiation path. He has the Blink Dagger, and they need to put it to use now. Going for this Roshan stop with the smoke, they need to be there in time. Oh boy. It's a quick Roshan though.
Yes it is. They'll go right in and go to work, but okay, I guess they worry about Liquid's approach here. They smoke, they move out. Arrow gets sent.
Runa Destiny again available. Both teams see it.
Radiant scans up and around the area, but does not trigger yet. Oh, this has got to be a bit nerve-wracking. They move in, and they kind of scoped that the Roche was hit a bit, but now they worry that they've just walked into a potential trap of Secret.
Yeah, they're thinking about just going.
And now they're like, well, it's been quiet enough. Why don't we just move in and finish out the Roche?
Oh, they're kind of going, but they're not committing fully.
Secret finally, okay, they come around. They're like, are you doing our Roche? Are you doing our Roche?
Oh, boy.
And they're going to scare Liquid back.
Arrow connects on my control. 5 seconds now.
He's locked there up on the high ground.
Die,
yeah, they can't do anything about it.
Roshan is so low. Neither team can really leave it. They know the other team will get it.
Tamaman goes in and comes right out. Eventually Arteezy moves into Liquid territory here. Gonna be forced to step on the side, but needs to avoid the trouble of Fata, and will do so. Oh, here comes Secret. Look at this. They're wrapping around on the left side.
Oh, you do not want to fight against the Terrorblade.
Comes out. They're waiting.
Oh,
they're forcing
the
Liquid forward.
Oh,
Radiant's top tower.
Pushing in the creep wave. I mean, Liquid have to defend eventually.
They are corralled together now down the staircase, and they're just heading for the pit.
I mean, they're zoned out, and they don't even have TP on one of them as well.
Let's go in and let's go. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get the Roche. They grab it up. Arteezy steps in, like, excuse me, what is happening over here? Makes a move in, and he can quickly go down. Pops on the Roche while they're barely able to timber chain away. Meanwhile, Mind Control gonna get blasted right there with a fire blast and with the chain coming out from Puppey. Buybacks are gonna be forced here from Liquid now. And Kuro, who steps inside the pit, goes for a stop. He'll be able to get it off. The Pylite Irons there waiting for him.
Oh, does he get it?
Wake up! Oh, he's got that splitter. Timbersaw is going to be crumbled apart.
And Envy, in fact, manages to die on bottom lane as well. At the same time, he was trying to rat. He got the tier 3 tower down. And, yeah, he does get brought down. Alchemist and his buddies managed to get him killed. So that was way better for Liquid than I ever expected it would be.
Oh yeah.
Secret played so scared in that fight. I thought they would just send in some TB illusions, take the fight, just rush at them with the mana burn illusions, but playing pretty cautiously.
So much respect between the two.
Oh, definitely.
They know that, like, with one foul play, the other team is going to be privy to be able to jump on, capitalize, and just kind of punish them on the other side. But Matamaman still gets to sport this Aegis now. And Liquid now feeling like they can be able to dictate the pace a little bit. Think about moving on forward here and clearing out a fresh tier 1.
I mean, Liquid have to be pretty confident after that fight. They were like, okay, I guess they don't want to fight us. We'll just take Roche. And they get it. Look at Matamaman, just feeling like a boss going.
Congratulations a bit late, and then they'll walking away.
Arrow not gonna connect to anyone.
Secret still obviously feeling like they can take a comfortable fight here. Matamaman slowed down. Toggles and gets forced, and that will be the separation.
Man, this really hurts the timing. Wow, he blinks in a Puppey.
Puppey's dead. He goes down.
All right.
Good snipe there from Matamaman, utilizing his blink.
Secret, they being kicked apart right now by Liquid. I thought they were so far ahead. They were in fact 12,000 ahead when they were so scared to take the fight around Roshan. Feels like they should be the ones controlling, not Liquid, but Matamaman, like a boss, just goes.
And now they're going for a tier 2, and it's Liquid just kind of waiting back. Arrow, not going to be there. The two mighty cores begin to chisel down this structure. It's bloodlusted though, so.
There's no real way to defend it, as you have Lich dead already. If you commit, then Chronosphere is gonna come down. At this point, you don't fight, but when everyone is alive, I think Secret, they just need to do some pep talk and, you know, get the let's do it mentality.
Yeah, obviously Envy is a huge factor in these fights too. The one fight now that's been able to be going Liquid's way, Envy made a call to kind of move for that backdoor play and was probably caught pretty much away from his team and on his own. So yeah, this time they definitely need to kind of make sure they're all in unison with what they want to do. I
think they just need to take the fight straight up, because Terrorblade, he works so well against Lifestealer. Lifestealer doesn't play very well against a hero that has such a low max HP and so high armor. Lifestealer does no damage to Terrorblade at all. He even has the evasion now as well. So they should definitely be trying to go for the conflict here.
Liquid take one. Now they're going for the tier 2 in this bottom lane here. Jumping from the top man, tries to go for Puppey once again. Puppey going to be forced back. Moonlight Shadow comes out, and Arteezy walks in, pops out the Shivas here. Both bottom and top Waiting back behind, they're going to get with the burst, and that will be the Aegis here. Now Liquid, are they going to want to re-engage for this one? Trying to bail out the top of man. We all bot to get the set up for Bulba. Bulba getting forced to go into a duel. Arteezy just out the shotgun. Bulba's going to make it to the low ground, but Liquid now looking to disengage and step back and away. Jarex will take the high road here while Bata goes low. Him and Mind Control and the rest of Liquid will make their hasty escape, but it's end up running into Bulba. We'll take down there. Jarex still kind of deep out here, but looks like he will not be spotted, and Liquid make it away with only a Bulba takedown.
Wow, that is really impressive for them. And he couldn't blink away due to Radiance. He leapt away, but the blink never really got off cooldown as the Radiance from Alchemist just chased him down. And another good fight for Liquid. I'm just ever amazed by the way this game is going. It feels like, I don't know, I'm at that point when I don't understand Dota anymore, and I don't know. Feels very awkward to me.
With Liquid taking a win here, tiebreakers could be upon us. The money continues to crumble in. The advancement of this net worth on the Owl continues to get higher and higher.
Yeah, and right now with all these items they picked up and Alchemist getting gear capped, now they actually should be scared. They have a reason to be scared because Alchemist got so much armor. Can't just burst him down with a Turtle damage.
Everyone walks in there, and then it's an instant chrono setup. They're looking for the target, but it's not going to be easily spotted. Fata totally withdraws from this one as Envy runs in. Kuro pops up the time slitter, but it's not going to be able to get connection. The Secret make their move. Arteezy joins our Eternal Envy and making the catch. It's only going to be for Kuro, it looks like, as the others make a hasty escape. Jarex, though, still lingering around. He's been spotted, and as you said, he has a gem, which will quickly get snagged up by Secret.
Secret managed to take that fight in the end, even though it was a hard commitment on the Alchemist that looked like it could backfire at first. Still get it. Lifestealer and Void get out without getting killed, and of course Alchemist as well made his way out. It's not too bad of a fight. 3 supports dying.
But it is Liquid moving in and really not doing any sort of objective pressure. Tier 3 still stands pretty strong, and
they have an awkward high ground push. For them it's very hard, and it goes back to what we were saying when we cast TNC earlier. It's one of those high commitment kind of drafts. You have to just go in, take the fight. You're not going to be able to just siege slowly, and that's where Secret have an advantage. Terrorblade is great at taking down the enemy base, and Metamorphosis just came up with them.
And here comes trouble from Secret. Liquid will begin their approach to try to slow down this wave. Shouldn't be too much pressure. They have plenty of wave clear to work with here between the Acid Spray and the Elder Titan, of course. Even Fade Bolt helps quite a bit.
Yeah, they're just slowly setting up some vision as well. They clear the top creep wave, and then Puppy sets up a ward there. And they're just trying to get that chokehold on Liquid.
And be able to do it in good time here. And I don't know if they want to stall all the way out for the Roche, but that seems to be when they tend to run into trouble. So I wonder if it's something that they consider and try to make a push as they have the better sieging team before Roche is even a consideration.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good play. Oh, right now, Secret, they want to make a play with the Invis.
Matama, man, he's farming the Ancients nearby.
Oh, so close. And the Courier as well, holding out on that Mount Everest.
Golden OD. Right there.
They find Matumba.
And they also see the Courier, and it gets taken down quickly there from Envy on the side. He puts the full force on for Matama Man. Him and Arteezy going to be able to take him down. Matama Man's out. Quick sender for Fata. He's going to be low, and he quickly tries to retreat. If they lose him too, this could be bad for Liquid.
Definitely. Kuro's going to be the one to fall, though, and focus down on him.
They settle for it. Cost them a chain and everything, but that is going to be Matama Man out for nearly a minute without a buyback.
Yeah, it's really harsh for them. Nice quick reactions though from Envy there, getting the Courier as well as hardening down on the Lifestealer, and that was sort of what I expected earlier. The Lifestealer works so poorly against Terrorblade in team fights. You can see how he can't even run away.
Buyback comes out from Kuro. Mind Control in position on the left-hand side with a Chrono just in case.
They saw him with the arrow, and they're not even going to push there. They're just saying, okay, we're going to play this one safe. We forced out your buyback. I'm going to be happy with that.
Pull all the way up and off, and Secret can take some farm on the way out, and then probably look to scout Roche as the timer is underway, but for them it is a longer timer, about 2.5 minutes till even be back.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, by the way, by Matumba Man's itemization. Maybe he's going for the upgraded Orchid. Could be that, because he knows there's evasion on the Terrorblade already, and still he goes for a Crystallis. But of course, if he goes for the Orchid, upgrades that, then you have the guaranteed hit as well.
Oh, you mean the Bloodthorn?
The Bloodthorn.
Upgraded. Yeah. Could be very nice. We'll see if it's the
I haven't seen a single Bloodthorn, in fact, in this entire group stage yet.
I haven't either, now that I think about it.
I have not seen any of our games, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe outside of them.
Yeah, there's like 3 other games, usually simultaneously, I'm sure.
There's
Probably
been a lot of Dota.
Here comes Liquid, smoked up. They look to scope out the pit, but they will see nothing's there, and nothing will be there for at least another minute and a half.
DD Lifestealer, though. That is so strong.
A stolen Moonlight Shadow that Jarek's happened to snag, now going to be used.
Great scan, though. They also saw that they're in the neighborhood.
Yes, they did.
Oh, Matumba Man, he wants to jump someone with this.
He's thinking about it. Holds it back, though.
Oh,
in my control, hanging up on the high spot, quickly gets down. Secret look to make their move and hope to get the Stasis Boy out of the picture, but they can't quite follow it up. Kuro zones them back with the Spirit, and Secret do
both
not
teams
risk
backing
it.
out, playing it a little bit safe. Of course, Liquid will have to back off soon. As mid lane is pushing in, you have to do something about it. Just sit here forever, and Secret know this. They're gonna smoke up, though.
All right, Secret. Let's see. They can move in, take a big fight. Take a big push in the base.
Oh, Kuroki, not again.
Oh, man. No chance at all. Arteezy spots Kuro, and just as fast as he sees him, he gets killed. And he sees Jarek's there too, who's looking to sidestep the shotguns, but he has nowhere to run. He has to run right through him, but he is going to be able to make it back. Gets Kinesis off him, and Tumblr High's moving in, gets the 2, gets the 3. Multi-blasts are coming on forward. They're going to be able to get the finish. Look at the army come out from Envy. Going to work on the racks now. No Glyph needs to be caught yet. There he's going to be caught now for the damage, man. It has been done. Arteezy being the gatekeeper, forcing the rest of Liquid back it away, but Envy does the real job here and quickly is the demo man.
He's already top. He's going for this base.
He's running that way. The tier 3 only has half of its life. Liquid on the verge of not even being contended for tiebreakers and going right into the lower bracket. Join in Secret there.
One more kill as well, getting the life steal there. Really mixing up.
He is out for over a minute without a buyback, and they're not done yet. Arteezy looking for more. He is gatekeeper of the Fountain of Liquid as he heads right back it out, not allowing him to go anywhere. While Envy does the dirty work, the Megas are out, and I think Secret are going to block out Liquid from making it into the upper bracket.
Beaker with a beautiful comeback here after what has been a very, very hard few days. And look at that smile on their faces.
They needed that.
Finally, we got some good Dota done.
They needed a series like that for a day. It was just long overdue for Secret, but the sad thing is for a team like Liquid, another high prestigious squad coming into this tournament, what a day for them. 0-4.
Super painful, and all they really needed was to win 1 or 2 games and they wouldn't find themselves in this spot, but right now they